Hello and welcome. So the prices of the Warhammer 40,000 battle forces are out. So I was wrong. They are not £150 but 130. This pleases me. I could be all salty for being wrong. I'm not salty because it shows Games Workshop are actually being far better with their pricing. From the new Horus Heresy models being the same price or cheaper than Warhammer 40,000, the Necromunda and Kill Team prices being more regulated and sensible. The last Kill Team being £110, though still limited edition. Games Workshop, you need to work on that. The eBay scalpers are still a problem. Now, instead of a price breakdown, I wanted to talk about Games Workshop pricing and what they're doing, and no one seems to be talking about it. Games Workshop are improving their pricing. 2022 has been a horrible year for inflation, and Games Workshop could have priced the new battle forces accordingly. I did the maths for this one, and yeah, they could have been £150 each. Look, my last video was an estimate video, but Games Workshop didn't do this. They maintained the same price as last year, which is great, and this needs to be spoken about when Games Workshop does something right. Like with the new Horus Heresy models, the Land Raider in particular could have cost a lot more than it did. The cheapest, Warhammer 40,000 Land Raider, is the same price as the Proteus at £52.50. The most expensive, and pretty much the only other ones they do for loyalists, because the Chaos one is also £52.50. And yeah, like I said, ones that are multiple, the Redeemer and the Crusader, these are both £65. Games Workshop could have released the Horus Heresy Land Raider Proteus at the £65 price mark. They could have, but they chose not to, and marked the price at the lower end, which is great, and it needs to be recognised. Look, people scream about how expensive Warhammer is. Well, remaining silent when they start to lower prices or level them out. This is not the way to go about things, in my opinion. The more you talk about when Games Workshop does something good like this, means the more Games Workshop will continue doing it. Right, one way is businesses have to be treated is the same way you would train an animal. It sounds absurd, but it works. If an animal does something wrong, you do not reward it. You ignore it or you punish it, and you praise the good behavior. So, like when they release a mediocre model for your favorite army, and it seemed that your army was neglected for years, and instead of shouting down those who are calling it bad, because all this will do is encourage worse miniatures for your army. Now, if you, like I said, ignore it or didn't buy it, then they would know this doesn't work. They will try harder next time. Because why should you praise them for releasing a below par miniature? But saying well done to anything that's good, such as a great price for a box, the Battle Force, or even like I said, the Battle Forces, which are meant to be limited edition, will encourage sales and raise profits more. And a good example of this is the Rhino. Games Workshop makes four: the Demos for Horus Heresy, and that's one's £28, the Chaos one and the normal Space Marine one, these are both £30, and the Sister of Battle one, which is £36. Yes, you get lots of gubbins, but hold on. They're all the same tank. So why would I go out and buy the Sisters of Battle one for my Adeptus Aureatus? I wouldn't. I would save the £8 or the £6 by getting either a Demas one or a normal Rhino. And I just cover it with the symbols and icons I get with the Sisters of Battle sprues and any other Inquisitor model sprues I have, like Grey Knights, just cover it in those symbols. And just so you know, so if you get two Demos Rhinos and a Black Templar sprue, that will cost you the same as two Sisters of Battle Rhinos. So that's the sort of thing we're talking about here. And it would look more unique because it would be yours and you'd add your own things to it. And not only that extra £8 could go to more Warhammer or towards another Rhino. So there you go. Now this pricing also goes towards HQ models too. The last one that got released was Leagues of Votan, and their big name character is Grimnir. He is a box of 3 models, and the same price as a single model of Castle and Crow. Games Workshop could have priced Grimnir at £30. I was going to say 35 because that's how much Marnia's Calgar is, but once again they decided to remain lower and showing that Castle and Crow is the same price was the same price as Castle and Crow for more minis. So again, like if you were choosing an army and you wanted a HQ choice, you're like, I need a HQ, I need my troops. You could go, oh, I can get this one for £27.50, which is Castle and Crow, or I could go and get Grimnir with these 3 models for the same price. You're probably going to go for more. Now they're actually both great looking models, but most people will go for quantity as well as quality. There are other ways Games Workshop are keeping prices steady, if not lowering them. Now we've got the new Escher Cutters for Necromunda. This is a box of 4 jet bikes and they are £28. The Eldari Shroud Runners are £40 and they are 3 jet bikes. Again, look, this is something that needs to be spoken about. That is £12 less for 1 more model. And they look fantastic. Side note too, the Escher Cutters are also cheaper than the Adepta Mechanica Cerberus, with 3 at £35. Look, the reason I want to speak about this is because Games Workshop are going to be releasing a lot of Imperial Guard in the coming months. And one of them is the Rough Riders. Which means hopefully the Rough Riders are going to be a box of 5 are going to be around the £30 mark or even £35. And that's just fantastic if they do it that way because it shows they are maintaining a steady level of their pricing. And that's it. Well, thank you very much for watching. I know this isn't someone most... It's actually, I don't think many people are talking about it because they'd rather argue and shout about how bad it is rather than actually, saying, yeah, look, they actually can do something right. And Games Workshop are doing something right with their pricing right now. Yeah, it's still on the high end because, well, unfortunately, that is the business. Almost every other one is. But they know they've got competition as well. Anyway, talking about competition, Raylan Games for 20% off your Warhammer and free delivery after 20 quid. Yay! And there's, if you like comics, Forbidden Planet. If you like me, and I like comics, and my comic, that's down there as well. There's t-shirts. There's a new one coming soon. I've just got to finish it off. And yeah. Oh yeah, Patreon as well, if you wish to give me money. As always, treat yourself to something better and be nice to yourself as always. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll speak to you very, very soon.